are 400 miles in as I attempt to become the first person to swim 1,000 miles around the entire coast of Iceland. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're officially on Grímsey Island. This place is amazing, and the reason this has been so high on my list of places to visit is because it officially goes over the Arctic Circle. Not quite at halfway yet, but this really was a point that I was like, if we can hit this, maybe, just maybe, it might be possible. But my God, getting across the bay, nothing could have prepared me for this. The tides, the currents. Basically, speaking to experts, Bob, captain, absolute genius, and he's just been saying, because it's not very well mapped out, we are just getting caught in counter currents, wind, residual sort of currents caused by the wind. It's been brutal. I'm wearing a lot less skin around my neck, tongue has grown back, but the whole reason I wanted to do this vlog is just because we've been coming out of Siglafjörður. Have I pronounced that right, Ollie?
Close, you're getting better.
Siglafjörður. We came out of Siglafjörður. I'm so sorry for those people watching. Amazing place, by the way. And we've had to play catch up a little bit just because the weather has really basically kind of not halted, it's slowed progress. So we've just been getting smashed by waves coming from the Arctic. So somebody in the North Pole sent waves, and that has halted our progress. As a result, we had to play catch up. So it's just tide on, tide off, just religiously hitting them. I've basically been mute because when I'm not swimming, I'm eating or sleeping, and that's kind of the routine that we've had to do. And that's why I just wanted to take this moment just to say the gentleman holding the camera, Ollie, has been a massive hero, just because when I've got a mouthful of coconut oil or I'm swimming and sleeping, I can't talk, so I can't really present, and I feel really conflicted because we've created such a tribe, and the comments are amazing, and I love sharing ideas. But this is so different to swimming around Great Britain, and the weather, just like how relentless it's been. It just means as a media project as well, it's been absolutely brutal. So as I've been playing catch up a little bit, Ollie's been an absolute hero, and I've kind of just gone, explain, jump on camera. So thank you, Ollie. And you'll be seeing a lot more of that, because I think when I'm struggling or the schedule is just crazy, I obviously can't present as much. So that's why, thankfully, Ollie is jumping into the ranks, if that makes sense. So yeah, okay, wrapping up Grímsey Island, but this is basically what happened just to get us to this point.
Hey folks, it's Ollie here. I'm Ross's video guy. If you missed last week, go and catch it back up. But in short, I'm a wildlife camera person who has found myself working as Ross's video guy whilst we go through this Arctic expedition. But you'll have to excuse me whilst I figure out the YouTube side of things. So we've had a hell of a busy week. Ross is currently asleep on the boat behind me, over there, parked up. But by the fact that I'm back on dry land and we're not in Siglafjörður anymore, we've been making some serious progress. It hasn't been without its challenges though. We had a bit of a false start the first 2 swims where we found little weather windows, managed to head out. Ross got some serious swims in, having healed up really well from his time on land, and we did some good catch up. We finally got into a string of good weather the last few days though. We got out, we managed to hit consistent swims in consistent weather. The tides are still not in Ross's favour. He's still not getting any good currents, any good tides. He's saying that every single metre is very hard fought at the moment. But we did get some beautiful weather the other day. We've started seeing whales, we've seen dolphins, we've seen minke whales, we've seen humpback whales. The bird life's increased. There were fish in the water the other day as we crept closer and closer to Grímsey and the Arctic Circle, which is where we are now. So here's some footage from the last week, those first 2 difficult swims, the beautiful weather, and then I will catch up with you when we arrive here in Grímsey.
Take a peek at these. This is Tom's handiwork. Ooh. My
cells had a small role to play, mainly Tom.
We're not feeding the seagulls today. Maybe tomorrow, but today's we're winning the battle.
Look at that, boom!
There's the bathtub.
There you're going to see whales.
Ross was here. My guns can't compensate.
No, it's there, bum crack.
Yep.
Do you have a bum crack in your arm? Why? Up.
There you go. Voila. You punched the dog because it was in your way. You're going so fast.
Yeah, that's the story. We'll tell everyone.
Yeah. I was up on plane, and Luke was riding on my back.
Yeah. That's the thumbnail, isn't it, Ollie?
There's a direct hole just right in the grass as well. It's the only hole.
I think, look, Tom manages the wetsuits.
Yeah. Right in the moneymaker.
Oh, there is. Why? It's tiny. Note to self: do not come out in big rolling waves having, a whole platter of herring. But you don't mix, you do.
Filling. You want to warm up with hot water? Yeah? Ready then?
Really good, Ross.
gonna line her up a bit straighter instead of doing a handbrake turn because I don't need to. Because we've got this back.
Yeah, I think that is just an option. Because you know, sometimes, because then we'll go caffeine.
Yeah.
Wow, if I just write down every 20 minutes,
Yeah.
we have 30 G's of carbs in one of these forms. Does that make sense? Rather than having a strict plan. And then I could just go.
Strict plan.
So what's going on right now? Me and Maisie are going through the feeding strategies, but I am quite laid back, whereas
I can work with laid back, but
No,
you
you
need
can't.
structure. You need.
I'm like, I go with the flow, and Maisie's like, I go with the flow too, but what time does the flow start, and how long does said flow?
How many milliliters are in said flow?
All I'm trying to say, Ross, is you need the structure on board because there are so many people trying to do this. God knows what you're going to end up with. You're going to end up with mashed banana with cold milk.
Okay, I'm going to be so structured and routine.
Go on.
This is going
Go
to be
on.
a new me.
Go
You've
on.
seen this, Ollie, coming out of this hub, I'm going to be so serious and dialed in. Focus. Okay,
When does it start?
now.
Now. You can say your
Gel
next feed.
with electrolytes. Gel with additional electrolytes. Banana. Oats. At any point I get any of those,
Yeah.
I'll be so grateful. But
Trying to teach Ross new
It's like
words.
a 4-year-old in us. It's like
feeding strategies.
And at some point, Luke is going to fall down the steps because he
I made
doesn't
it.
go down it backwards.
Where have you been?
he was after looping.
Oh God!
He was after
Those
looping.
herrings went. We'll do intro when is this happening?
People are starting one here or going to.
No, I haven't made one in there.
Like,
Just raw.
like, Nesquik.
Yeah. Oh, but we've got loads of Nutella.
Yeah,
Is
we've got-
that ball ache strawberry?
Well, we're gonna have to heat it up anyway, right? Yeah, we've done it before, but we've done it in a pan. Whereas instant oats, if we just, I mean, we could use one of the.
3 an hour and then repeat.
Doing my maths, 3 times 20 is 1 hour.
Yeah, and repeat.
Yeah.
Morning. We almost at the top.
How close? 2 meters.
How are the waves, Brian? They're just being annoying again. Are they northerlies? So on your right. Got it. If I don't chafe, I might be able to have a shower.
Yeah.
Whoa, could you imagine?
You haven't been having showers? Gross.
It's been 7 weeks now and I'm yet to shower.
I sense this.
No, but I feel I need to explain that. That's because I'm constantly chafing, and these guys go for like a sauna when we come into some ports. I can't go in there because my balls are heated.
Don't blame your lack of hygiene on like personal problems.
So sorry. It'd be amazing if I still have a girlfriend. Okay, at the opportune moment today, Ollie, when I'm flagging, I just need guard to come to the side.
Here
As Herbert the
we'll be
Perfect.
ready in like 30 seconds.
That's starched.
I should have brought my blue dressing gown and the little cane.
Asked you to the boys' boats.
Yeah, I haven't even introduced Gar. So this is Gar, but he has an alter ego as well. Sometimes, worth pointing out is this is Gar. He's joined the boat, swim expert, Irish legend in sea swimming. And it's going to be amazing to have him on the boat. But what's interesting, he also has an alter ego. So this is Gar, but then also this is Herbert.
Thank you, Ross. Herbert below deck, car above deck.
The team gets bigger. your champion. Who is your champion?
You want to?
Have a hot carb on that last one.
Yeah, I got all the stuff ready for it.
The right's good. Come on.
I like how you twitch.
The right's good.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing that I did on that side.
Okay.
I'll bring all my stuff up.
Hands okay?
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay. That's arm. We're trying to match the consistency of the last product. This is the new one.
Absolutely smashing music in terms of. Today's tide, I'm going to drive and Maisie is going to swim. Stand aside, young lady.
Get your speedos on, Ollie.
Good. You get the starboard mast and make sure that the rudder's on it.
Nailed it.
We are in the Arctic, right on the Arctic Circle, and we're going for a morning swim.
We have a pre-plungers and a post-plungers photograph.
Yeah.
We're at the north end of Grímsey Island. And our swim coach is getting
Safety first, boys.
all trauma.
Yeah, I feel like Ross should do it.
There you go.
He's back asleep.
Can't see it, so
You've got quite a small nose, actually.
just about.
So everyone's jumped into the water in the Arctic, which means that they can now officially get a blue nose.
And become a Viking.
Yeah, and become a Viking, as they've also eaten
missed
a
one.
shark as well.
Missed
Oh,
Look at the joy of it.
Oh, teamwork.
Unfortunately, we can't get the weapon on them.
Smoking jacket.
We're still in Grímsey. We've come up to the swimming pool right now. We're going to do a bit of a scrub before we go out for our next stint at sea. We're also going to give Ross's wetsuit a scrub. And we've ordered some disinfectant as well for the mainland, which might arrive on a plane today or tomorrow if we come back past here. So we need to try and get things as clean as possible because everything's degrading pretty fast. We need to keep Ross on top form. So we managed to get some detergent from the local little shop here, dug a bucket out of the boat. We're going to start getting into some good wetsuit washing routines for the next little bit and see if that helps Ross's sores and stuff out a little bit. How many washes did that take?
It took 3 or 4 and it was like stomping grapes. But we got it clean. At least one of the wetsuits. But this is his priority one that he likes the most. So we have to keep it clean and keep it kind of sanitary.
After your successful crossing of the Arctic Circle, we have certificates to award you.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Grímsey Island has been amazing. It's been really cool living in the Arctic Circle for just a little bit, but that is not why we came here. We have a country to swim around. So we're on the northern tip right now of Grímsey Island. And over there, you can't see, but about 60 kilometers, I promise and I hope, there is mainland Iceland over there. If we make it, that will signal around the end of the north coast. Another coast done. Still got over halfway to go, but it feels good. I'm chafing in places no man should chafe. I've lost so much skin. The crew, we are hanging on by a thread, seasickness, but we're still swinging. We're still swinging. Next stop, mainland Iceland, north coast, done. Been on Grímsey Island now for 24 hours and nothing makes sense on here. I think this is a haunted bib. No context.